aggressive opens on CT side. They have very simple rush strats that are huge for this map on Monster, on Short B. Very conducive to G2's playstyle. But no, I don't think there's a lot of hope for them here. But we'll see.
Yeah, well, they won the knife round, and they chose to start on the CT side.
Yeah.
And then they chose to get aggressive up here towards the party. But it's down in Connector, in the doldrums, where things might get weird. Amanek and Hunter trying to play a little diagonal crossfire, and Xantares and Keto just not playing games. Nope.
Uh-oh.
Trolls in the dungeon.
Another
and then,
trap.
of course, trying to recover something from the round. They get aggressive. Nexa moves forward with Kenny. They catch Kenny, but they don't find Nexa. Nexa,
Yikes.
oh, that's gotta hurt.
He had a bad map on Dust 2, man. Very bad map. I say that with love because Nexa has been like their IGL and their star fragger with Hunter for the past couple of months. He's been keeping the ship afloat. He's been plugging all the holes, dumping the water. So
he set the bar too high, you know. Now it's apparent when Nexus not having a good map, but that was just a hell of a round from Big. I mean, everybody's just killing headshots all over the place. Those first two exceptionally clean. Big off to the golden start, winning the pistol on an overpass. How about a B hit? It's a lot of bodies down here for G2. Oh, that frag grenade. That's like the Iron Dome defense system. Hunter peeks over the wall, boom, nade to the face. Thinks about going again, oh, another nade. And now, the push. Big already committing to this B site. They've got 2 kills before Kenny S and Jax answer back. And there's further damage being done. Look at Tizian and Searson, they're barely alive. This Mac 10 is not quite what Searson would hope for. Let's see if Keto with the bomb and the AK can just put everything to rest. Taps into the head of Kenny, sees the other two, and even he can't manage. Searson needs 1 shot each, but Jax rails him with the deagle, and G2 robbed the round.
that was pretty disgusting, all those deagle kills. And that was looking like a fearsome rush. They got in there 2 initial entries, and then 3v5 from the backlines. You are relegated to standing behind the site here with the whatever guns you have versus execs on B. That's just what happens. What should happen to help Big across is 1 flash, 1 pillar flash, and then all of those guys have to duck and start to go into the water, not be able to see over top of the railing, and then they continue forward. But for whatever reason, there was no continuation flash to assist them, and that's all the space they needed. They were just hitting shots with those deagles. So Big will counter force after losing that round. They're definitely not out of it just yet. They've got the 3 deagles and an AK. So it's very comparable to what G2 have. Making a lot of progress.
Getting close. Yeah, getting dangerously close. But Amanek, a bit of a connoisseur. These bathrooms positions, always on something special. Look at this. Playing around the edge of the smoke. That is nasty. They barely even saw him. Kenny S at a distance with the M4A1S Knight. Now that is an argument for the better skins, Launders, but you didn't mention that one, so your argument is void.
Which one?
Searson now walking in with the Scout. The Knight. It's from the Cobblestone collection. Goodbye.
Is it on the ground?
It's probably in the dirt where it deserves to be.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know which one that one is. You'll point it out to me in the future. Was that a one-way smoke that Amanek?
It looked like it.
Because Amanek, yeah, that was a little bit tricky. They didn't see him, and he didn't move a muscle, even after getting the 2nd kill and reloading. So he was very comfortable in that position. And it feels like it had a lot to do with the smoke.
I'm glad you asked, because I had that hunch.
Oh my god, what? They all ran through the mid Molotov. Wow.
It's a lot of damage, huh?
Yeah.
How does one come back from that?
It wasn't bad enough with just Glocks. All right. How fast between the first and last kill? How many seconds? 2. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Almost not even. Yeah, okay. 0.48 maybe.
And it was
4 kills.
It was his Molotov, wasn't it? Because they didn't get any assist.
No assist. Yeah, watch this.
Oh man.
Holy hell.
Yeah, holy.
God, that would have been such a sick ace.
Yeah, that would have been sick. That would have been up there for contention for fastest ace of all time.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You all almost watched history.
Yeah. Maybe it's the fastest 4K of all time. Could be.
It just doesn't have the same punchline.
True.
But
Can't quit
throwing
that.
punches is big at the B site. Ready to come through Monster. Threw a Molotov again. Not fearful of fire or frags because they have Fury in Xantares. He gets through Nexa and Jax as they're just offloading their utility belts like Batman. Xantares comes swinging out with his superpower. Aim. Hunter jumps to the top of the site trying to catch T's within it, and they don't know he's here. They're trying to sniff him out, but he goes over the top of it as Xantares finds yet another kill. It's Hunter to finally answer, but he is bested. It's only Amanek from the heavens above, trying to find his angle inwards, but he doesn't want to chance the peak. Bomb more than halfway gone, and a risky play for Amanek to ever make. I think he holds this off to make sure he can run away and save, but Xantares is getting closer. He wants that other sniper so that Big can move into this 6th round. Of course, trailing by 1, but well equipped.
Nice round by Hunter. It was just nobody left to help him. He actually moved around the site really nicely, almost set himself up for 3 kills, and it was just this. It was Xantares, right? He comes out, he kills both of them here.
Right.
Problem is when both people have their nades out, no one's covering that. You could still die if one person has a rifle out, one person nade out, but there you definitely die. So they got a bit confused. The flashes can make things kind of sketchy, but when all the dust is settled, Big have won a round. Another great entry round from Xantares, which is a few of those this series.
Short control for free. Early frag damage. Not bad. Taps him down to 65. Line up some Molotov. This trash. Then this circle. Then whoop. Up and over she goes. Kenny S making good work of it, though. The sniper down through Monster, catching Tabson as he was trying to throw utility inwards.
Oh man, that's so awkward. Kenny, that was weird by Kenny. They flashed so he could cross, and then he got blind so he canceled it. But he didn't need to see to cross, and he knew Searson was there right after he picked off his teammate. So awkward move, awkward move. You hate to see it happen like that. I think Amanek knows exactly what's coming his way now, so he's moving into a more aggressive position outside the bathrooms. He's smoking it down. He's calling for the rotates, and I think they're stacking A. So, hey, there's a chance here for G2 to actually hold on to this round.
Yeah, if Big don't hard clear this tightest of corners, there's a chance. He is able to catch Xantares, not Tizian. 2 kills, then that third one comes back from Hunter. Oh, Hunter! 2 headshots off the M4A1S. A perfect call from Amanek to tuck into the corner and ask for help. The help arrives in time. In fact, it's such a frantic runaway. Oh, wow.
Wow, that was a quick shot, though.
All right, yeah. I saw that shot from Searson coming. I said, screw this point. Let's watch that. And he just caught Kenny.
Yeah. But
damn,
Kenny
close one.
He could have got out of there, but still, yeah, G2 win. It's one alive. They win. It was a good stack. Nice heads-up play by Amanek. Probably, you know, had the balls to say, hey, come to A, let's just stack it. It takes balls to say that, you know, because you have to jeopardize the potential of winning the round. But you have to be that brave. You have to make those calls sometimes, so.
Oh, Kenny S on the op. Another one. No, that's got to be a one-way. Amanek's on it again.
Yeah, he is. Okay.
Okay, yeah, Amanek was on it again. Kenny S flicking left, right, and center as Hunter, the savior of this A site, rotating up at the perfect moment yet again, stopping the bomb carrier in his tracks. The last 2 members of Big bring it back. Looks unlikely. Xantares now moving in, but Kenny trying to catch him. He saw the leg, so that was a chance for him, but no, sir. A 12th frag for Kenny S on this CT side of Overpass. G2 looking good.
Good enough.
5 rounds to 2.
It's, I mean, Amanek knows how to play a spot, for sure. Kenny S is 12-5.
Yeah, that's something special.
So That was Nex's
was-
worst KD, -13, and lowest rating, 0.59 since Big on Dust 2 at, oh my god. Now that's an Elliott
Whoa.
stat. Deja vu.
Only Elliott pulls those ones out of the back pocket.
Wow. And yeah, so that was the reverse sweep in the finals. G2 Nexa
Wow.
tweeted, wouldn't it be funny if we lost 0-3, or can't wait to lose another final 0-3, and then with a map advantage, lost 0-3. Or was it they won the first match?
No, it was a full reverse sweep. It was, they were leading 2-0 and then lost 2-3.
Right.
It's like they couldn't have made it any more embarrassing.
Yeah.
You'd think, until clearly with Elliott's statistic, they got another chance to make that stat even worse. So really countering Nexa out on these Dust 2 plays. What else you got, Elliott? I'm excited now. That was a good one. That poked the right spots in my brain.
You're washing you're washing the dishes too well, Elliot. Now you have to wash more. That's what you get for doing too good of a job.
And he has his big flank here up through the ladder room. Oh, gets gut stuff. He pulls out the knife. He wants the money. Oh, he wanted the money. But instead, he'll get nothing. Searson turns on him.
Well, everyone got
MNX
owned.
looking at his dead teammate, man, like, shit, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. This is a big round for Big. Just walking into the B site. Easy
Off
peasy.
there, right?
Nope. Oh, nope. Searson still got it.
Well, they tried to
Nice mower.
what's that? What do you mean? What's a mower?
Lawnmower.
Oh, that's the lawnmower right in front of him. Yes, in the game. Okay.
There was a camera angle. I know you're not watching the feed, so you don't know. DreamHack had a little camera angle. One of our cinematic observers. Yeah. I'm not just admiring lawnmowers.
Sorry, I'm like Cypher right now, switching between perspectives.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're doing the heavy lifting. Don't you apologize, buddy. Keep it up.
Trying to get DJ out of a job.
Yeah. Molly down at his feet. Kenny S with the deagle. He bought this round. $700. See whether it goes down the drain or into the mainframe and brain of a player from Big. He's looking for it, but they've already actually missed Searson and his timing. Maybe he heard that. I feel like Kenny has heard an audible. Yeah. He's hunting. There you go. If he had gone for another knife.
This is cool. They split off. They fork off. Almanac going for the flank. Can listen. I think he heard some He's running, man. He heard some footsteps for sure. But they're holding back. One's holding back. Who is it?
Yeah, Tizian.
Where is he?
He just heard him back. Whoa! Tries to fly around the corner. Tizian on damage control. Able to get that one. Obviously now everybody knows what's going on, and everybody knows that everybody knows what's going on. So it's just going to be a bit of a clash inside of this bomb site. Now remember, Kenny S picks up that op from long A. He just got a headshot into Tabson as Nexa gets one with the USP. Did you see Kenny's shot from his perspective? Because you just screamed like you did.
The middle of the box from heaven.
Gunner, we need the replay. And the round's not yet over. Kenny's been boosted up. He's doing further damage. This picked up op. I see why he risked it last round. Because once Kenny's got the magic stick. Oh, the fireworks, baby. The flank, though, from Monster. That's going to be good as Nexa bests Keto, Tizian. His main gun's dry, so it's just the Glock. But none of these players have actual armor, so he could still line up these headshots. He could very well deny this. It's on the burst. He even gets the second, but Kenny S, 3 kills for him, gives G2 his 6th.
You have to flick between the stacks on this site to kill the guy where Kenny S is standing. You have to, right?
Let's see it.
Between the middle of the stacks. Kenny flicked to it.
Okay, Deagle, boom.
Or he gets the op to do that. It has to go between the two stacks of of the sight, a specific spot to hit that. He shot because of the plants, but like, was that literally all reflexes?
Okay. Okay. Now remember, that was a round where they only had an ump. G2 only had an ump. And the deagle for Kenny S that he blindsided Searson with. Getting his hands on that op was everything for Kenny. G2 double the round count. Double op setup here in the 10th round. Another pressured B site. Great utility damage, but that goes both directions. And everybody's still standing. 4 players per team poised outside and inside of this B bomb site. Kenny's gonna get run boost over. Whoa. It didn't quite work. Try it again. 2 for 3. Oh, best 3 out of 5. They give up. They give up, and understandably. Also, at the same time, BiG have gone elsewhere, so he doesn't get punished for it.
That was actually a cool run boost. You see how they're doing that? Just use the momentum of the run. Jack standing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cool.
Tough to do it down the ramp, though.
Right. Okay. Top bathrooms. Almanac, can he be trusted? He's getting blinked, but it doesn't matter. He's got keto, and he'll have a smoke as well to create some cover. He's been good by himself. Been very kind of reliable to play bathrooms alone. Kenny S grabs another man. He has got 16 kills.
He's crazy. Yeah, Kenny's going big on this one. He wants the series. And Hunter, well, trying to get back up to par. Remember, it was very much the Kenny S and Hunter show on Dust 2 to even make that map anywhere near close. And right now, Kenny's keeping up the tempo. Searson, 1v5. 4 of the 5 players from G2 damaged, but none of which dead. They will add a 7th round to the scoreboard, leading by 4.
This is like when they beat Astralis on Dust 2 just now, when they were not even going to plan to pick it. They had a 30% win rate. They had 0% win rate across 3 maps, and then they beat Astralis 16-3 or whatever. And now they're playing Overpass like they play it every day, but they don't. And Almanac is doing an amazing job, man. He's doing a fantastic job. He's only got 6 kills, but every single one of those kills has been impactful this half on A.
Fun fact,
3
fireworks. Wow. In the first 8 rounds. Hold on. We're now 10 rounds deep. Let's see if anything's been added to the tally. What's the number, Mohan?
334.
It's still 334. Okay, so no damage in the last 2 rounds, but 334 in the first 8. Holy a moly.
What is the threshold for getting the assist for damage? Because I was thinking about that Kenny S4K, and I was like, is he the one who threw the aggressive Molotov? Because he's also an A player. But Kenny didn't get any, there was no assist for Almanac on those kills. And I don't know what the threshold is. Anyways, Jax with the flash.
At least 41 points of damage.
Okay.
Yes.
I felt like
according
it was,
to
but...
a very quick Google search.
Gotcha.
Also, Google tried to auto-complete my question for how much damage for an assist in Valorant. Do you know who I am?
Right.
Google, you should know everything about me by now. Isn't that the whole problem? Frag grenades going down monsters, softening up Xantares, but BiG, they're just holding off for now. They're so ready to hit this bomb site, but G2, let's see, man. They're gonna get put under the pressure of the moment. Keto goes in first, goes down first. Now the monster hit comes in successfully. Jax off the top of the barrels with an easy trade frag, keeps the other 2 at bay, but they still manage to trade. Hunter stays on top of boxes, and those 2 Ts have cover under smoke. He tries to spam the carrier. That distracts him for Tizian's peak, and now we're into a 2 versus 2, where Kenny and Almanac are both playing on ops. This is not ideal. Let's be real. But Kenny S still capable, missing 2 bullets and swapping to the sidearm to get the job done. Tizian rounds it back. He just saw the leg of Kenny, so that's an easy pickup. But he's going to need the 3 kill if he wants to close this. And Almanac's on 100 health. Honing in on him, getting closer and closer in the open. Tizian tucked, tries to swing out, knowing he was stuck, but he won't get it. Almanac will. Defuse for G2, an 8th round on the board.
That was sick from Almanac. He like went fishing there. He kind of ran back a couple steps and then walked forward again just to pull Tizian 1 step closer to get in position. Because he was in the tunnel, and if he started walking, Almanac might get nervous and run away. but he just gets him that little bit closer and then walks up. Beautifully played by Omenex. He's really smart in the 1v1s. Got a lot of that from Kenny, missing the 2 just kind of no scopes. He's really chilling right now. Like, what I say, if anything, Kenny S is good at this map. Always has been.
Sure.
They should start playing Overpass.
I feel like when we watch, God, what? I want to say it was the opening game between G2 and Endpoint where they played Overpass. And like, Kenny S was underwhelming. Like, Hunter had to step up on it. Or no, it would have been versus, I don't want to, maybe Heroic.
I'll go check. Don't worry.
I can't remember. Group stage is all, yeah, we definitely casted it 2 or 3 days ago. But I remember seeing like Kenny going for party peaks and he was struggling. And then Hunter had to actually take his positions away.
Heroic and Complexity. They played 2 times Heroic and Complexity and lost.
There it is. Kenny's back in action. I mean, Kenny never left, man. 19 kills. He loses Amanek up close as Amanek's consistently playing those close corners. And Searson's so ready for that repeat that we now have BiG with a very real chance at this A site. G2 are running upwards, throwing flashes, trying to stave off the execute and the commitment here from BiG, but they will go for it. Bomb planted behind Dice. Tizian's throwing away ops. Okay, I was going to say settle down. But he actually now scopes in on it. He's down to 6 HP. 2 snipers in the post plant, and he's pushed off by that pressure.
You can't really escape bank here. No nades for Hunter to get out. He'll have to just run across or something.
Searson's ready. Finds the timing on the peak as those 2 CTs got ever closer. And there's another one from Searson. Great post plant. Hunter knows he has no business in this. He'll get the fadeaway headshot into Tizian and call it quits. A 4th round for BiG.
Yeah, the 1-op down, but so I mean, I feel like the CT rounds, like as I said earlier, like I feel like the CT rounds are not hard to call, but probably BiG are still going to be just fine because they're gonna have a deeper playbook. Like if they are the better team and they win most of their games, eventually they should be able to make G2 uncomfortable if they don't practice a lot on it, if they don't have a variety in their setups. So like now they're starting to punish things. We're just having a really amazing map from Kenny S as well. That's making things a lot more difficult. But we're just glad to see we're having an amazing map from Kenny S because those become a little bit too far and few between.
Yeah.
He'll be picking up the op one more time. Yeah.
Here he is, going for the peak. Finds Tabson with his back turned. Oh, they thought they were going to get away. And then, of course, mobile as ever, Kenny goes sprinting back up to the A site. Let's see if Amanek can slow things down long enough. Keto's going to come hard clear the corner, and there is some substantial damage, but no additional kills. What's left of BiG is ready to go into the A site, and Kenny is waiting. Molly hits his mark, pushes him back somewhat. Still, he sticks around. So have BiG. Minute on the clock. They could walk away from this, but the utility is doing a good job of delaying, except a boost behind APC was not seen by BiG until it was too late. Kenny S trying to get the wall bang, actually just hit Searson, but not hard enough. Hunter off the side of Dumpster, loses his head to Zantares, and Kenny S just saw him in the open. Goes for the peak, finds himself in the middle of Searson's scope. Back-to-back rounds where Searson bests Kenny. Back-to-back rounds for BiG.
The execute was very nice. The first molly does some damage, makes them uncomfortable, but they don't commit off of it. They re-molly Optimus, or you think Kenny's going to have open lines, and they get on the site, and of course, they can hold from there. Doing a good job. Now, of course, they didn't have much to work with outside of, I think, 1 rifle and the op on Kenny S. On this round, it'll be a tad bit harder. Group up outside at Monster. And G2 have shown some troubles when trying to push short B. I don't know if they're going to try that again, but they've made some noise.
I heard a Molly footstep on short. Yeah, they got the audio cue as Kenny stepped into the fire, and then they just decide to fully commit. Good thing for Jax to give that cover. Kenny doesn't know if he's pinched between players. Molly goes down, Smoke puts it out. He's fixated over on short as Amanek tries to buy his time, but what is that? Tizian somehow robbing the kill away and pushing G2 into a very awkward position. Kenny S stranded in short. His teammate exiting graffiti. But do they even need to commit to this? Economy is busted for G2. There's only 1 round left.
Yeah, they that's something they've got to work on. It feels like the couple of times we've seen them try to go for a short B push, both players have died. BiG weren't even focused on short B there, but they just kind of had no idea about the monster run out that was coming. And I think for BiG, they had an audio cue because they touched the Molotov on short, so they might have had an idea what kind of setup it was.
Yep.
Because you obviously got to be somewhat aggressive if you're touching that Molotov.
I need to see how Tizian manages to get that kill on Amanek. I mean, a robbery.
Really?
98 damage from Amanek. Watch this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
And Amanek, like, he had been flashed, but he didn't shoot.
Like all his bullets into him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough.
So, awkward one. May not have made the difference, but definitely could have helped. Here we have it. Last round of the half. Hunter, this is the position I'm talking about. We saw an excellent 3K from him already in this tournament. So crisp from this position. Just letting people cross, playing it patient, snappy executes. And he's doing it entirely alone. Executes Keto, goes for the second. Tizian bests him there.
I think they're going to push Monster off of this information, and Xantares is going to be there to hold. He does some good damage, gets away with a kill, and now Amanek 5-7. Wow. He'll have to have one of his best 5-7 days ever to stop this long presence. But they're kind of spread thin. There's one close up in Thompson, and Tizian is quite far back.
Oh.
Good flash from Tizian to make sure that he doesn't have to have a fair fight, and that leaves Kenny S all alone. 1v4 Kenny S.
1v4 Kenny S with 20 kills to his name. 14 rounds deep. Can he get anything done here before the end of this one? I mean, what more can you ask of him? 20 frags.
He's got to jump in
across
the fight,
this
right?
half already. Yeah, he's just going to have to fly out there if he wants to stop it. I mean, there will definitely be eyes in heaven knowing that Kenny's the last man alive. Smoke lands in front of him. He goes barreling out, hits the water. They are all very close, and Xantares wastes no time. A 3K for Xantares to close the first 15. It's G2 with a 1-round lead. Join us after the break. So we've got
Let's
Kenny S.
get
with
ready to
Ash.
rumble. I knew you weren't going to do that. Production asked Connor to do it. I knew he wasn't going to do it, so I did it.
Yeah? And how do you think you did?
I think I did horribly.
Don't beat yourself up. It's Kenny S's job. He's beating everybody up this map. 20 frickin' frags by the end of that first half, and this one's already quickly underway. We got Keto playing games in the playground. King of the hill pushes Amanek down into the dirt, kicks sand in his eye. Where's your mama now? And 4v3 to Big's favor here. Looking to tie things up early at 8. I mean, how do you get out a connector when there's already counter-terrorists on Fountain? You can't. The answer is you can't. You have to go back to the B site, which is exactly what G2 will try to do. But you know who else is really good other than Kenny S? Zantares. Man's got almost as many frags in just the same amount of rounds.
Okay, I did this video on Zantares, and I was looking at his stats, and one thing jumped out to me. It was just that he's got great stats overall because his time, playing in Turkey, so his overall stats and stuff like that are a little bit inflated. But on Big, He's been amazing too. But his impact rating, he's got a higher impact rating than Art, and Art has like the most ridiculous impact rating. He's at like a 1.40 impact rating. Which is so crazy. I don't know.
Oh,
wow.
Baby. The blue spruce. Oh, it goes through and through. Tries to swap to the sidearm to get this one done. Nice little 3K there from Searson Scout. A Scout and unarmored players. I mean, that's just more satisfying than SMGs.
Yep.
It's nice.
Okay, best Scout skin. Blood in the water. Is that okay?
Probably the blood in the water. Yep.
Okay.
God. Or underrated Scout skin, everybody, from the OVEPASS collection, known as the Detour.
How do you remember where the collection? What collection it was?
Because it matters.
Okay, true. Okay, that's a good answer.
Oh my goodness!
Ooh.
Look at Keto, just like the last round. Just do these flashbangs. I don't even know if G2 realized this man's dead yet. Zantares will trade as he followed suit and Tabson. No, excuse me, it's Tabson's trade. That's the big one. Nexa gets recalled back into the action. Hey, Elliot, when's the last time Nexa had such a bad map on Overpass? Was it also versus Big? If it is versus Big, then I will be baffled. Low HP, man. I mean, this round right here, right? This is a crucial one. Let's be real. Okay, jokes aside, just wrap it in a business package, put a tie on it. This was a huge round with guns on each side, and Big didn't even care. They go running out Monster, and I mean, 2 players on such minimal health. That was massive. That was their chance where things could have gone the absolute opposite way. And it could have been recovered by Kenny, but he was so stuck between Searson and Tabson, he had nowhere to run.
I think it's important that you bring that up. Like that, this is where, it might get a little tricky for G2. I said, to be consistent, the CT side is easy to call. They've got a lot of stuff that could be good on T side, but we don't know how much they have. Now, Professor, guest of HLTV confirmed, said Serbians generally hate / don't play Overpass. Hunter, for example, has just 16 Overpass maps played from over 1,100 in total played. So he's barely seen this map. He probably doesn't know half the callouts. I know Niko hates this map. Ever since that infamous major, North America's first major, that major, he's hated Overpass.
You mean North America's only
Overpass.
major?
Yeah, that was a home map for Faze too, actually, which is interesting. Even when they were playing it, he hated it. So that's how you know he really hates it.
Oh, Nexa almost fell for the trap of going for the closer kill, but he still got his headshot right when he needed to. Big, looking for that 11th round, and well, Jax is doing a good job of making him fight for it. Keep your eye on the radar. As all of these kills come in from Jax, the bomb is heading towards B, and the bomb may not even be needed if they could continue with kills. But Jax is
it gets
back in bank.
They know Jax is on A, right? So this is the hard part. They can rush down Almanac. And now what's Jax to do?
Yeah. He's going to run in. Audio's being heard. Zantares is going to try to stick this. If he can hit him with the wall bang. If he can hit him with the wall bang right now, then that would have been the stoppage. But,
wait, what?
He got it just in time. Oh my God. There's no kit on Keto. He's going to run in and get on it. Should have time. We're all good. Defuse comes through. Wow.
Zanteris was making noise behind him, but never actually flanked him in heaven, so had no way to help Keto. Almanac played that as like expected. He played that in the most expected way, and still, like, Zanteris didn't cover his teammate there. He really needed to just like eventually flank or something. But because even if he delayed, the defuse could have come in. Like, that shouldn't have been possible. Sorry, not Zanteris. Whoever was covering Zanteris, my mistake.
Wow. I thought that, wow, that was close.
Yeah, that was one of those swing trade moments. If Hunter gets his Tech 9 kill in the CT spawn guy, which he probably should have, then that's a round over. So, big 3-round lead. Searson opening off frag on Kenny S, no less. A lot of A control here for the CTs, and they have also established in connector with the smoke down. I think Nexa doesn't want to like give this up for free, but there doesn't seem to be much of a plan outside of maybe a B hit on the horizon for G2.
Damn. They do not need Kenny S to cool off right now. Him getting beat by Searson in that first op duel of this second half, that's massive. And now it's just going to go from bad to worse. Tabson and Tizian picking up kills all over the place. If Zanteris closes this one from down Monster, it's a team ace. Put a ribbon on it, ship it off. Boom. 1 frag apiece.
You can kind of see why Big's so good on this map for the past couple of rounds. Like how they approached the Monster push as well. You know, going through short B with 2, flashing over to make it look like a Monster push, and then just crunching. That was a really cool way to approach that. And yeah, it looked like when G2's default fell apart, they didn't really have a fallback plan. So scary that that Big are comfortable with the amount of map control they're taking every single round.
Okay, here's another chance. Doesn't feature the Yop on Kenny, which is how he got this crazy of a stat line. But, oh, Tabson peeking underneath the crosshair there of Hunter. Nexa, he's got to trade this. He's got to trade this, and he can't. Tabson wide swings back out. The kill feed is full of blue to the favor of Big. This 13th round about to be added to the tally because it's just frag after frag. Amanek's gonna try his damnedest here. 2nd kill on the round, minute on the clock, bomb on his back, but 15 health to work with spells disaster.
Gonna go for the Jordan nothing Gilbert flank. Oh, actually, back to stairs. Never mind. This goes Paper Mario down the ladder and dies. 5 rounds. The difference for Big, and they've earned themselves a bit of respite. A nice eco round to just mow down G2, bring it to 14, and be within tripping distance of closing the match out. Double off setup as well to make things even harder. Ironically, you see some of these rounds being won at times when teams are uncomfortable because they can just put together a rush, get a couple of crazy entries and win. Whereas the more intricate, more meticulous T-sided rounds where they clear stuff out and have everything tactically perfect, those can fall apart even faster if they're not drilled enough. So we'll see if G2 can have a little bit of luck go their way. Grouping for the execute, something simple here as they start to make progress out towards bathroom.
Searson with the first one. They just have to try and continue on here. It's not going to be easy. Never was going to be. Tizian takes the forefront, gets 2. Before Kenny S answers back, but then Kenny extends into like 3 CTs, and Amanek never arrives in time. A 14th for Big, leading by 6 now on this 3rd decider map. G2 making their first tactical timeout called now.
So can we say that Big have been tested now? I mean, we've seen, because we have them play, what was it, Godsent? Oh, we have another fact.
A bursting bubble. Nexa has never played against Big on Overpass. He went 8-20 against Astralis in May this year. Okay, so that was my question. His worst performance prior to this one. And how's he doing? 7-18. Hey,
On
He
par.
can still make it. There's a chance. But I mean, let's talk about the stars of the show, right? I mean, Kenny S was the one who kind of stole our gaze during the first 15. And now, as we're getting to the tail end of this map, by the looks of it, 20 frags for Tizian, 21 for Searson, and 24 for Zantares. Those three players, that is out of this world. So the core of BiG exceeding the individual attempt of Kenny S.
Whoa, is this scary for G2? Searson with this push, man. He's going to whip around and flank a lot of players at long.
Oh, man. And if tabseN draws their attention at the, like right before he peeks, yeah, easy for Searson. He's going to extend into it, gets the second kill, then tabseN hits them just a moment after. Sure, Searson, oh, he peeled back for a moment. That is impeccable. The two-pronged pinch completely obliterates G2 and Mohan. That was their gun round. That's what they were waiting to get into. It fell flatter than the pistols that came before it.
This is really nasty timing. Of course, he just calls us out totally. He heard like one footstep, didn't see anybody at a fountain, and then took a liberty. Probably didn't even call him to his team. Just to surprise him with something nice. Searson opening pick here potentially at mid. He'll spot one. But that's not a lot of information. And it looks like they're thinking about pushing Monster again. It's the right call, man. They're doing so much good stuff here. These Monster pushes, however, they can't out-duel Jax or Hunter. And this is going to be an open avenue into the B site. All about Zantares, but he's there a moment too late. Well, that's something.
Dead already. G2 still packing a bit of fight. Kenny S should get this kill on Searson if he creeps too far inwards. He's got the knife out again. Oh! Shut down by Searson. Now, luckily, you take a look at the radar already. You got Jax over in Playground. So as we see BiG try and walk away for the save here, not that they need to save. We got $12,000 on Searson and Zantares. So there are rebuys until the end of time for BiG. Can't say the same for G2. Every survivor will matter.
Pretty nasty for Searson to be out-fragging Kenny S now in this map after what we saw in that first half. Very good. He's so consistent with it. And even with his performance dipping recently, he's still, I think, in general, just somebody who, it just feels like one of the most reliable operators out there. Especially when it matters.
Agreed. Yeah. In the big games.
Grand finals, yeah.
Yep. I mean, there's got to be a story for Searson being one of the better operators, at least in form for EU right now. Because, I mean, really especially when you consider how dedicated he is, right? We had that stat earlier from Elliot. Like, the man doesn't use anything other than a sniper, or, I mean, an op, a scout, or some measly SMGs. Like, he is dedicated to the craft.
Yeah, I mean, he's the kind of guy you just need to, whatever it takes, you put it together.
He's like a Cyclops. He's only got one eye.
Right.
He needs a scope.
The scope with a crosshair on it. Yeah, I mean, the only two questions for him are, doing like winning a, major, like a big grand final on LAN, like something substantial at the level of the DreamHack Masters, or, well, hold on, there's going to be a rush outside to Monster, a great place to take things off for Searson. Molly the spot, ETs to help. Oh,
Searson with another one. Kenny's up close. He will get tabseN at least, but then Zantares clotheslines him out of it. Nexa, he's got to come alive here and now. He gets the second kill versus Searson. It's him and Keto locking horns, and Nexa pierces through with all three of those players. It's better late than never.
He said bottom fragger who? He was at 7 kills, and then he does this. This is like a lot like that Flusha one before that we just saw recently.
Versus that Opera as well in Heaven. That's the cherry on top. Beautiful. I mean, obviously, let's take a look at this, right? It's not until they have 15 rounds that G2 win a single on this T side. 8 in a row. I mean, the reason G2 beat Heroic is because they had strong starts at the beginning of all 3 of their maps. BiG taking that away from them here on Overpass.
That's true. Turntables. Kenny S got picked first only once in map 1. 7-1 in opening duels, but 6 times in map 2. Okay.
How the turntables.
Oh, how the turntables.
Okay, G2 fighting to hang on to this, looking to get a series win over BiG. Remember, DreamHack Masters Grand Final Revenge Match. They picked up Inferno. They lost Dust 2. And with Kenny S having a performance like that, you know, listen, Elliot, if we still have time to squeeze a couple more stats into the day before the broadcast is over, I'd love to know, when was the last time Kenny S had a performance this good on Overpass? We looked at the poor performances. Let's flip that coin and see what's going on, because that was such a hot start, but it has fizzled out in the face of BiG's consistency across the scoreboard. Searson on the scope, unscopes at the worst possible moment. Xantares can trade with Tizian by him. That Molotov is what made the difference. Hunter creeps in. He gets the back of Tizian and finding Xantares mid-transition. Can't quite jump down onto the sniper. Searson with the no-scope pushes Nexa into back-to-back clutches. He faces 2 snipers, and that's all they need. A headshot comes out of Keto as BiG